I can hear you breathing. Tash has gone through and like filtered out the potentially long-winded answered questions. Probably hear that from others. My name is Fraser Harrison. What's something I do that has a positive impact on my day is making sure that I guess have enough sleep. I eat in regular intervals, just more so that way I don't get hangry, and that I regularly train. Favorite book that shaped me the most? I wouldn't say there's necessarily one. Most recent one was a book called Leadership is Language, and it was just more, I guess, about providing opportunity for contribution from other people, not just the leader sort of taking an authoritative sort of approach to things. So making sure there is opportunity for shared perspective, shared opinion, and shared decision making essentially. What's my favorite movie? We're going to go with the easiest one. It's going to be controversial for those that appreciate Star Wars, but otherwise Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. It just plays purely on nostalgia and just the epicness of watching that double-bladed lightsaber light up. Can't go wrong. Favorite TV show was Prison Break. That was a fun series. Definitely like that process of I guess the back and forth between the planning, the prepping, and otherwise the execution, the storytelling around that, and just the different characters and how you kind of, in a roundabout way, it can seem a little bit narcissistic in a sense, but like how you can use people's capabilities to assist a goal essentially. So if you weren't looking at the selfishness aspect of it, it'd be just the fact that people have a way of contributing even if they're otherwise considered unhelpful, unusable, unwanted, etc. They all have something to give. Bad recommendations I hear in my profession: rest up until things get better. It's unlikely that that's going to be the case, and normally that leads to more deconditioning, that then leads to a longer recovery period. So there's always something that we can do, there's always something you can do, there's always something that can be done, unless you're literally bedbound in a hospital on a respirator. So even in hospitals, they're getting you to do movement as soon as possible. So rest is hardly the solution to any level of recovery beyond extreme medical events. What job would I be terrible at? You could probably ask my wife. She'd probably say a few things. But if it was an actual profession, probably accounting. Accounting would be, not my cup of tea. What's an unusual habit or absurd thing to do? Some people might say my food choices. I'm not necessarily one to worry too much about flavour or what do you want to call it, stylistic plate laying, etc. I'm more just, is it food, is it edible? Yes, and go with that. There is a point to that though, but like I say, for example, I have wheat bix and hot water, and I'll sometimes generally couple that, not mixed in, but otherwise with, say, chili and tuna. So great combo. What do I coach? I feel people are capable in many different ways, and I feel that fitness is a means of realizing that capability. And I like to help people realize that ability to exercise and how to do it in a measured way, and that's also enjoyable, so therefore they can enjoy it and then be able to express it outside the gym essentially. In the last 5 years, what's something I've changed to improve my life? Really taken extra emphasis on sleep. That was, I guess for years I was able to get away with probably average of 6 hours of sleep, or at least I thought I did. And then when I started actually prioritizing sleep and having at least 7.5 hours, everything improved. So yeah, whether that's correlation or causation, I don't know, but otherwise it's definitely something that had been a big change in the last 2 years in particular that has influenced my day-to-day well-being. Go-to band of artists, depends on the day, but if I could pick two, it would be Eminem and Linkin Park. I don't know if I have a rational fear now, but I do remember as a child being fearful of a shark in a swimming pool. No idea why, but I think other people have had that same one. But I just remember if I was in the swimming pool by myself, and maybe that's just a fact, I was by myself. I was old enough, could swim, but just always had this thought that I was getting chased by a shark in the swimming pool. If I won $10 million tomorrow, would I still come to work? I would. I would then also be planning, I guess, how I could more efficiently and effectively spend that money. Coaching very much aligned with my values and helping people become, I guess, realise their capability, but also the role of community sports. So I definitely heavily invest in that space and or make opportunities for access to resources, coaches, and otherwise training facilities to give those opportunities where they might not currently exist.
It wasn't a big brown shark.
Definitely not a big brown shark, no. Outrageous. Not bad.